How you guys doing today, man? Hope you guys are having a good day. Dodging the Matrix, dodging the FDA. It's getting crazy, huh, home girl? It's getting crazy, man. I'm not playing with you guys. I've been trying to tell you guys. Look at this. Look at this, bro. I've been trying to tell you guys. I'm doing good, homegirl. Except we got the FDA. We got the FDA in America, man. We got the FDA in America. That's a big problem, guys. It's a big problem. This is a red flag, bro. Honestly, this is a red flag to me. This is a big red flag. How you get your herbs? You got to go through someone you trust, and you got to pretty much get it like online because your local shops they're not going to have any real alkaline herbs. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know a guy who sells alkaline organic herbs. I only know one guy right now that I trust for getting most of that stuff, and he's actually on TikTok. If you guys want to know who's got the real herbs, actually, his name is Real Juice. I'm gonna comment it. If you guys, I'm not playing. This isn't any kind of a plug. This is just another TikToker I know. This guy, Real Juice 444. He sells real alkaline Dr. Sabi herbs, man. Like the real ones from the earth, not the lab meat. There's lab meat herbs out there, you guys. I'm not playing. There's herbs that they taken in the laboratories. Just like this, man. I'm not playing with you. And so if you're trying to heal, you want to use the plants that are actually of the earth, like dandelion, you know what I mean? And it goes on and on down that road, but there's levels to this. You're welcome. For sure, guys. Yeah, follow the homie Real Juice. I don't know where he's at exactly, if he's got a link in his bio or any of that, but contact him if you're looking for real herbs, man. That's the only guy I really know right now. You're welcome, fam. You're welcome. It's really the only thing I enjoy anymore. Doing this, man. I do lots of fun stuff in life. I don't enjoy anything more than exposing people like this, man. This is a big deal. It's not a joke, man. You know what I mean? It's really not a joke. It can't get any more important than what the human beings are putting in and on our bodies all day, man. You can't beat that as far as the importance. What will this food be made out of? Fake meat. They get to call it, believe it or not, you guys, they get to call this real meat. They literally get to call it because it chemically matches, man. Just like Red 40. They get to call it Red Dye 40 because it chemically matches, or citric acid. They get to call citric acid the stuff that they grow on GMO corn syrup. They get to call that stuff citric acid because chemically it matches the same molecular structure as the citric acid that you squeeze out of a key lime, you guys. This is important, man. People say it don't matter where you get your citric acid from. Are you kidding me? Citric acid is black mold. It's black mold, man. I'm not playing. Look on the back can of your Red Bull. If it says citric acid, that's black mold, man. I'm not joking, you guys. I would not lie to anyone, man. If when I know the truth, I will not lie to you guys. This is a problem. This is a genuine issue. It don't really matter how much you like to pretend or ignorance is bliss, yada yada, bro. Cool. But are you gonna fucking eat lab meat? Right? Ignorance is bliss until you're eating meat made in a lab, you guys. That's when ignorance is no longer bliss, man. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer blissful to be ignorant in this world. It's gonna get you, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's gonna get you if you're not prepared, if you don't have the knowledge, man. It got me. It got me. And I don't want it to get you guys. I'm not playing. You know? It's a big deal, man. It's not I'm not trying to fearmonger people. You know what I mean? I'm just telling people the facts, bro. You guys are dropping some good stuff. That's right. The homie Sam Wells he's got the alkaline on lock. These are the only real fucking plants that we've got left, man. I'm not playing. Why are they approving lab meat, but they're banning sea moss, man? They're banning sea moss. This is not okay. So lime juice and citric in the Red Bull are not the same. Oh, hell no. The citric acid, they tell us the citric acid that they use in 99% of production is black mold. The government tells us this. You just got to know how to read it. If you read their terminology and you let them tell you in their fake little code words, then yeah, it'll confuse you. But when you get to the bottom of the rabbit hole and you actually read between the lines and you understand that they're telling us the truth, but they're just doing it in a sketchy way. That they tell you Aspergillus niger is the disease that creates black mold. Aspergillus niger is in 99% of the citric acid that's used. So only 1% of your citric acid is coming out of some kind of a lemon or a lime or something, which are all fake. Key limes are the only real ones. And I promise you, they're not squeezing these little key limes, dude, for your citric acid in your monster drinks. Hell no. Hell no. They're using lab grown chemicals, man. Lab chemicals. Growing citric acid on corn, on nasty ass corn, GMO corn, that is a dirty vibe. It's black mold. Aspergillus niger. Google it. A lot of people didn't know that, homegirl. Do I use tobacco? No, but I used to. And I know how it all works. And tobacco is a lot like, our food is a lot like tobacco right now. Think of eating as smoking. If you're eating refined carbs and sugars, you're smoking. And it's actually worse for you. Because it's attacking all of your organs, not just mainly your lungs and your cardiovascular system. It's going after everything. Plus, it's going after your insulin levels. And we know our insulin levels are jacked. Look at the diabetes rates. That's insulin. That means that the food we're eating is spiking our insulin through the roof all day, causing insulin issues. And then we go to the grocery store and get the fruit, and all the fruit has no fiber. Isn't that a crazy coincidence? That they've removed all the fiber from the fruit, so now the fruit's blasting our insulin. Now we're super insulin sensitive, and anything we eat is attacking our insulin levels. Now we're all pre-diabetic. Most of America is pre-diabetic, man. This is facts. This is not me talking. This is real truth, bro. You know what I mean? And I see it, and I understand, and I know it. And I was a victim of it. I was smoking. I was doing it all. I was eating the toxic foods, the candy. I would eat handfuls of candy all day, bro. I'm not playing. I have a horrible sweet tooth. I lost 4 of my teeth pulled. 4 of them need to be pulled again. I'm not playing. All along my jaw, my teeth are gone, bro. And the minute I gave up refined carbs and sugars, my teeth stopped having issues. Don't tell me your teeth or your genes are hurting your teeth. It's this attack of this food, you guys. Teeth are indestructible. Teeth can handle 33,000 pounds of pressure. Teeth can withstand burning, incinerating in 3,000 degrees heat. And when a carcass is burned, all that's left is the teeth. What could destroy an indestructible tooth? It's like kryptonite, man. This refined carbs and sugars, your fucking bread, attacks your dental health. It doesn't, our mouths are not attacking ourselves. Our mouths they're not designed to create cavities that we require all this fake toothbrushes for, guys. It was a scam. It was a scam. What chemicals? Shoot, I'm way back now. Fluoride burns through concrete. Well, you know what? And how the hell would that be? Even if it was found in nature, who cares at this point if it's doing that, right? Well, it's a byproduct of aluminum and or pesticides. When they're at the manufacturing, you guys, they get the fluoride from these manufacturing plants that are making pesticides and aluminum and iron ore. This is synthetic. The government tells us that the fluoride that is in all of our stuff is synthetic, you guys. I'm not playing. The fluoride is not natural fluoride, and fluoride has never been good. Even if it was found naturally, fluoride has never been a good thing, man. It's a fucking scam. We were all lied to, and I'm exposing this shit every day, all day, man, and I'm going to keep screaming at the top of my lungs. I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? I just don't care no more. I'm telling it like it is. Enough of you guys are smart enough now. You're starting to understand this shit's no joke. Ignorance is bliss, right? Until it's not, man. I was there. I was in the ignorance is bliss, man. We all have been. We've all been ignorant at some point, and it was blissful for a while. And then when you get your ass kicked, when you get blindsided because you go trusting somebody like these MFs, you go trusting these MFs, and they blindsided you. I'm telling you guys, what the hell are they doing? Why are they approving lab meat, but they're banning the only thing that's healthy, man, on the planet? Sea moss. You can't beat sea moss. Like, why are they attacking the sea moss, man? The sea moss ain't hurting nobody. It's not harming you. But lab meat is approved for human consumption, you guys. This is a big deal, fam. This is not a joke. You can't get more significant. Food Babe teaches the same thing. Yeah, but just watch out for that Food Babe. I've seen her. I've got some mixed stuff on that chick. I'm pretty sure she was the one that I saw defending Cheerios and saying that it was okay that they're bug spraying it. So, but then I've heard her say some good things too. So just, it's nuance, guys. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing people that think they know, or they know some things, like the Posh Mama. I don't want to put people on blast, but this Posh Mama lady, she'll know something like the onions are healthy. Yeah, they are. But then she's pushing people to use Dial soap, man. That stuff's toxic, man. We are sponges. When you're smashing these chemicals into your sponge, you're sucking these chemicals up, man. These soaps are chemicals. They're pure chemicals, bro. They are not pulling stuff out of the earth to make this stuff, you guys. African soap is the only type of soap that they're pulling this shit out of the earth. Dr. Bonner's, they're pulling stuff from the earth. They're using essential oils and stuff. The rest of this stuff is random chemicals. Google them. I always tell people, if you want to argue and say that these chemicals you put in your body are good for you, Google them real quick. Tell me, Google the ingredients, and then tell me if you want those carcinogenic. It always goes to carcinogenic, man. These chemicals, when you Google them, don't Google them. Go on DuckDuckGo. Go to your library. I don't care how you find out. But when you find out what these chemicals are, it always goes back to carcinogen. Carcinogen, man. I'm not playing. It's all carcinogenic, man. Google the chemicals on sunblock. Guess what? They're carcinogenic, man. It just keeps going. You know what I mean? There's no FDA ban on sea moss. No, there is not a ban, but they're trying to. Have you researched? This is the act right here. They're trying to do it, you guys. Quit naysaying it. Quit trying to sleep on this shit, man. They just approved lab meat, you guys. Quit doing this. Oh, they haven't been. I got it. That's not really the idea here. They're banning it. They're wanting to ban it. It's right here, man. Look it up. Why would I come on here just to fearmonger people? I'm not hating. You know what I mean, Mr. Bo? I hear you. I just want y'all. There's so many people that come in and they're like, oh, sea moss isn't that good or whatever. Then why are they banning it, bro? Why are they approving lab meats? Come on now. Let's not lose focus here. Because every time we start losing focus, somebody's got to say something against it so they can stand out. And then people want to hear what they say, and it's like, no, you're losing focus. I don't give a damn if they're gonna ban it soon. That's the point. They're really trying to, man. If the FDA is going after something that's not even it's not even commercially produced. Half the sea moss is fake. So half of the stuff's going to play right into their agenda anyway, because that's what they do. They take our holistics and they screw them in labs, and then they put them back out to us to eat, like turmeric and garlic. These aren't healthy. I know it. People are going to get mad, and I'm going to keep triggering because honey ain't healthy. If you're not eating honey from little black bees from Africa, then they're all fucking lab grown. These bees have been lab altered, man. That means that changes the whole entire composition of the animal. That means when you consume the animal, it has been man-made, man. Man cannot make our animals. Man cannot make our food, man. They can't make it. That's fucking Twilight Zone vibes, you guys. You know what I mean? I'm telling facts only. I know it's hard. It's hard because we're all told, and I'm just some random dude on TikTok. And we've been told this, told that. Well, take a look for yourself. What the hell they're doing, guys? You know what I'm saying? If it's so shocking that they're making our meat in labs, but you can't think that they took these plants in labs, it's time to wake it up. It's time to see the truth, man. They're telling us plain as day, November 16th. Mark it on your calendars. They approved lab-grown meat for human consumption, man. This stuff is... I'm not playing with you. I'm really just looking out. That's all I'm doing, fam. I could be doing other stuff right now. What does sea moss do? It gives you 92 out of your 102 minerals. And it's like taking your body and putting you in the ocean where it belongs, where you would suck up all these minerals, and it's like just eating that right in your mouth instead. Why do you think they're banning it? It's amazing, man. It's our way to get our true nutrients of what human beings are. We are electrolytes and minerals and water, man. That's all we are, and we are essentially energy. But as far as the physical of us, we are just the earth, man. We're just a bunch of electrolytes and minerals and water, man. And that's what sea moss gives us. So of course they're trying to get at it. Yep, it is insane, Lexi. It is insane. It's beyond insane. And when we're all smart enough and we're awake enough to be able to understand it and understand it, man, it becomes a big deal. Ignorance ain't bliss no more, guys. We can't play the ignorance is bliss. It's like the smoker that's smoking cigs and just kept smoking. You know it's killing him. And let's say you got lung cancer already, and you're still smoking that shit, man. That's a big problem. You know what I mean? That's like saying, "Hey, I'm signing off, guys. I'm signing off." You know? Everyone needs to wake up, Rachel. The sooner people can understand that ignorance is not bliss no more in this world. Right, Rachel? Ignorance ain't bliss no more. I remember it being bliss, man. When I was young, I was having fun. I was young and dumb, running around, scabbing my knees, that whatever. You know what I mean? Now it's not fun to not know what the hell's going on because it's going to blindside y'all. It's going to blindside y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get you. I know it for a fact because it got me up, guys. And I've watched it get everyone else up. And I got out of it, man. It was like, it's like you're drowning, man. And you look around and everybody's drowning, but you got out of the water. And you're on this little raft preserver, right? And you see everyone, it's the Titanic, man. They're all dying around you, man. This is how I look at this shit. Everybody's drowning around you, and I just got out of it, man. I'm still got water in my lungs. I'm looking around, and I got a little bitty buoy, and I see hundreds, dude, around me, man, that are drowning and freezing to death in this fucking Titanic. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to grab y'all. I'm not playing. I'm trying to get you guys on my little raft. And that's how it feels right now, man. I'm trying to save you guys from going into a future. It's like when people learned smoking was killing us. Guess what? The first people that started getting lung cancer and having problems with their lungs, they looking around like, dude, the doctor just told me. Dude, the doctor just recommended Camels, and now I can't breathe, man. And they go telling people, man, this smoking, it's gonna make you not breathe, and it's gonna make you die fast. That's what I'm saying. It's not, you know, I'm not exaggerating. It sounds like it. I think it does, maybe. Which one do I take? Are you asking me which CMOS? I will only trust Dr. Truth, man. Right now, they're the only ones I trust. If you're asking me on the CMOS, man, I'm just being straight up and down. Why do you let your government do this? They didn't did you guys vote? You know what I'm saying? We don't get a vote. We didn't vote on this shit. Did you guys vote on lab grown meat? Do you think if they would have gave a vote out to the public that we would have approved? Do you think we would have approved this? Honestly, hell no. I've done polls in my lives ever since I found this out. And every single time, 90 plus percent says no. Certain fish have low mercury. Certain fish are lower in mercury, but they all have mercury. And you know where that mercury comes from? It's not just from fishy mercury. It's not just, I know all about the mercury rabbit hole. If you guys want to know the truth about mercury, these fish, these fish that have got this mercury, this is from falling out of the sky. This is from mercury being burned up in plants and falling down into our oceans. You know how vast the fucking ocean is, guys? Do you know what the raindrop in the ocean reference it means? It means that it's so vast that usually it doesn't matter what you do to the ocean, but when you've got enough mercury in the ocean to where you can measure it in fish, and even your FDA has to tell you not to eat fish more than twice a week because it'll kill you fast because it's full of mercury. This is mercury from these plants. They burn this mercury in the air. I'm a salmon fisherman, man. I stopped eating it for that reason when I learned the truth about mercury. I'm not playing. Bro just had Popeyes. I apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? That's like, that's like finding out that you just got the vax and that they put Lucifer in it. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm trying. That's what I'm on this little raft, guys, and I'm out in the Antarctic, and I just got out of the fucking cold, and I'm on this little raft, and I'm shivering, and I'm like, guys, quit going to KFC, man. They're gonna be doing lab meat, man. I'm not playing. You know what I mean? And they're in KFC, and they're drowning. You know what I'm saying? They're drowning, bro. And I'm like, man, if you just switch to real food, guys, you won't be dying as fast, man. I promise y'all. You know what I mean? He's just smashing the matrix, huh, Mel? I'm trying to. I'm not playing. I'm being serious. I've got other things to do. That's how you know I'm not playing. If I was getting paid for this, then you could be like, this guy's a hack. But I've got better things to do. Not necessarily, but I've got other things I can be doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Is there mercury in CMOS? That's a good question. Not if you know how and where you're getting it. The CMOS that I use is certified, and they get it in St. Lucia. So there's different concentrations of this mercury, around the world. And it just so happens to be the concentrations of mercury are going to be higher in places that have these nasty ass mercury plants, right? That shit's fresh out of the plant. That's like if you're sitting next to a 5G tower, fam. Go sit and vibe next to a 5G tower. Tell me that it ain't different being right there on that tower with that's hidden in your trees now. Why are they hiding these towers in trees? Why not just make them a tower? Right? Say your business, dude. They've got poor people working right next to these things. Say you're a business and you're next to a 5G tower, fam. Dude, it's not a joke. Get an EMF reader and walk closer to that thing. You won't even want to test it. You won't even want to see it. You'll turn around because that EMF thing, it'll start getting murderously louder and it'll start beeping and the numbers will start spinning on it. It's not a joke. They're making our meat in labs. So we can't ignorance isn't bliss no more. It's not bliss. It's not bliss. 5G is fine. Go sit by the tower then and test the EMF and tell me what EMF radiation does when it's fine. If you still think 5G is fine, then I don't know what to tell you, bud. I wish you the best. I wish you the very best. That's like me being on the preserver out in the Antarctic and Titanic just sunk, and I'm reaching out and I'm saying, bro, the 5G, the EMF, the levels of this stuff is deemed to be not safe. And I'm reaching out and you're smacking my hand away. You're saying the 5G is fine. The lab meat's okay, guys. I'm just trying to, there's levels to these things, and you can look at it however you want. Have you researched it? People that say 5G is fine, have you really researched it? Or did you just go on Google and someone said 5G is fine and you go, that's what I was looking for. I'm good to go. I'm going to go back to the Matrix now. Thanks. You got to read between the lines. You think these people have got your back? What's the 5G doing? You think it's putting out positive ions? with these chemtrails, bro, that's spraying across your house, you think they're pumping out electrolytes and vitamins and spring water into the mist, into the air, so we can breathe this healthiness? Do you really think that they're putting vitamins out in the air? Honestly, what are they purifying it with these jets? They're purifying our air. They're sucking up our toxic earthly air and they're spitting it out of these jets and spitting out healthy air purifiers, right? Is that what these planes are? Oh, you guys, the chemtrails, the joke's on you. They're air purifiers. They're purifying our airs. It says bots. Talk about the zombie virus. Hell yeah, you can talk about it. This is wide open. They all are. They all are zombie viruses. But this is heavy, so I need to put on like a little nature show in the background for me, man. You know what I mean? I need something. I need something soothing, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm putting a lot of energy out there. I really am, man. I really, really am. I really am not sleeping on this stuff, man. When you wake up, it's like taking, you take the red pill, man. You know, and you just can't go back. You can't go back, man. When you learn the truth, you guys ever learn the truth and tried to forget it? You ever learn the truth about something that really pissed you off and then tried to forget it? You can't, man. You can't. When ignorance is only bliss until you don't get to be ignorant no more. Then we got a real effing problem. I don't get to act like a kid no more. You know what I mean? I don't get to just ignore this and pretend that this stuff ain't happening no more because it kicked my ass. Oh no, boy, another conspiracy theorist. Is this a conspiracy? I'm not talking theories. Is this a conspiracy? How are you calling me a conspiracy theorist? There's a big difference between a truther and a conspiracy theorist. If I was saying, hey guys, the FDA is supposed to be approving lab meat here in the next couple weeks, watch out. You can call me a hack, right? Oh, this guy's conspiracy. This is, do your research. November 16th. They just approved this. You got to go back to sleep. Have fun in the Matrix. I hope it doesn't chew you up and spit you out like it's done every other person in the world. I hope the Matrix takes good care of you. What's CMOS and what are the health benefits? The benefits go on and on and on, guys. Let me show you something. CMOS. So sea moss essentially takes you to the ocean, where we were designed to live in one way or another, either near natural water of some kind, springs, right, or it was the damn ocean. So take a look at this. If you don't know what sea moss is, this sea moss enables you to do this without having to be in the ocean. This is a big deal. This is what sea moss does. Take a screenshot of that, save it, and understand it. Understand the whole idea behind this. This isn't a joke. This is why haven't people learned this? Because they purposely keep it from us. So the idea is when we consume this sea moss, man, we're able to get these nutrients that we don't get. So it makes sense that they're banning it because we're so deficient in these minerals. We don't get these minerals really ever. You don't get the minerals from the damn tap. You don't get the minerals from your Walmart plastic water bottles, man. We're not getting these earthly minerals, and they keep us off of the ground. You guys have learned about the ground, right? You learn that shoes are one of the biggest hoaxes that have ever been played on mankind, right? How do you ground? You guys want to get technical? Do you want me to stop talking and give you real analogies? I can do that too. How do you ground a wire out? You guys ever done anything with wires, with electricity? If you've ever plugged a wire in to something, how do you ground the wire out? You wrap it in plastic. Okay? So shoes are feet prisons. You got it. You're dead on. So anyway, we're electrical, right? So why not wrap these electrical beings up in plastic and keep their energy from being able to radiate, right? Well, guess what? Just so happens that all your clothing is made out of what, guys? Do you guys know what most of your clothing, 95% of your clothing is made out of? Let's see if we got anyone in here that is educated. If you can tell me what 95% of your clothing is made of. It depends on how you want to describe acrylic, but it's not technically acrylic. It is in essence plastic, uh, polyester, guys. Good job. Whoever says polyester, synthetics, plastic, petroleum. Yep. You guys know, man. So we know that we're wrapped up in plastic, right? Now we can see that they're wrapping us in plastic. Do you guys know what your carpets are made of? Do you know what your couches are made of? Wool is good to use, but they don't use wool for anything anymore. Try to find wool. It's hard to find. I had to order my stuff online. But you're right about wool is the conductor. Wool is a conductor of our electricity, fam. Why aren't they making everything out of wool? Why do they use the worst things on the planet? Do you know what plastic does to you? We do. We're not dumb. We know plastic does a bunch of toxic shit to us. And if you're rubbing that on your skin and you got your booty yoga pants and they're rubbing it on all over your legs, it's rubbing this plastic into you and it causes this toxic friction between your body and the clothing, you guys. I hate to tell it like this, but your leggings, girls, or guys, your little plastic suction cupped underwears that your little briefs and stuff, that stuff's killing your sperm. It's killing your endocrine system. It's killing your fucking testosterone, you guys. I'm not playing with you. I don't put any plastic on my body anymore or in it if I can help it. Plastic is an attack. They make everything out of plastic, you guys. They got us breathing it. What happens when you breathe plastic for in a room? What happens when you breathe petroleum? When you turn on your car in the garage, guys? How do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to reference a bad thing like that. But if you're in your garage for 30 seconds or more with the door shut and your car's on, you're breathing petroleum and you dying, right? Put a little baby or a little birdie next to a candle and watch it die. Why does it die put it next to a beeswax candle? It won't die, but it'll die next to a petroleum candle. So what do they got us burning in our houses all day? What do they got us, you know what I'm saying? Your Glade plugins. So you've got plastic burning, you've got your carpets in your clothing, in your blankies, in your undies. All plastic, man. All are plastic, man. Just be aware. I don't want people to be discouraged or be like, fuck, I gotta rip my whole life apart. No, just be conscious of it. Just understand that there's levels to this. As far as your undies, I would not advise wearing plastic undies. I'm just saying, there's levels to this. You know, don't get rid of all your wardrobe, but as you start looking at tags, just like we got to look at ingredient labels, you'll start seeing that all this shit's made of plastic and it's water bottles, guys. You've ever seen them make this stuff? You've ever seen them make these blankies and these shirts out of this plastic? Nike and all these clowns, they take this, they do different methods, but there's one method where they take water bottles and they strip the plastic off of it till it makes a string. And they slice and slice and slice it, and then they make it into this thread. And they use this to make our clothing out of water bottles. So in other words, back to the grounding. So when you wrap a human being up, you're keeping their electricity in, just like a wire. If you guys have ever wired something, you know how grounds positive and negative works, right? You've got to have a ground to the earth in order to conduct electricity. Otherwise, if you have no ground, you're going to have mad problems. Your electricity's trying to fire and wire, and it can't because it's not grounded out. So when they keep us off our ground, we're not grounding out. So when they wrap us in plastic and put shoes under us, we're disconnected from our ground. Until you make a bare connection with that wire to metal, any electricians in here, when you put that wire to metal, it has to be bare. It can't be anything in between. If you just put plastic up against metal, guess what? You can't make a ground. It's got to be metal to wire. So that's what they're doing, fam. They're keeping us off our ground, off of our earth. We are electrical beings. They measured our atoms down to the very smallest atom. Scientists did this, real scientists, not fucking FDA scientists. The ones that got to do it on their own, that get no funding, like Dr. Sebi, real people, right? That are for the people. These scientists, they measured our atoms down to the smallest atom in the human body. Guess what it measures as? It's not matter. We're not made up of matter. Our essence of human beings, we're made of energy. It's measured as energy. The smallest, littlest atom in our body is made up of energy, man. So that proves that we are electrical beings. And they're feeding us things that kill our electricity, like dead-ass lab meat. This will kill your electricity. Guess what feeds your electricity? Minerals and fruits and vegetables and things that are alive. That's why I made a video about foods that are still alive and eating them. It's important to eat foods that are alive because it feeds your electricity, man. These foods are electric. It's a big deal. If you like to not die, you know what I'm saying? If you like to not die and you like to feel good and you want to enjoy this, well, we're all going to die soon. You know what I mean? Who cares? Da-da-da. Well, you can die slow and unhappily and deadly and in a wheelchair, or you can die gracefully in healthy, like nature. When nature's passing, dude, these animals aren't decrepit. Why don't we see deer going like this, walking down the road, all decrepit? Nah, man, they're smashing, and then they die gracefully. Because they're healthy until they pass on, man. That's what the existence is about. Why would we be designed to spend fucking 20 years of our existence fucking twitching? That's not normal, man. Nature is not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Why aren't we seeing elk walking down the road fucking falling over with the wheelchair? they don't happen, man. You know what I'm saying? I got wildlife all around me, man. I'd never be seeing this wildlife struggling like we do. We're tripping. We're supposed to be smarter, inferior, you know? Superior. We're supposed to be superior, but we are inferior. We are inferior to nature, man. Nature's smarter than us. Nature's living better than us. I'm eating some blueberries, fam. I apologize. I got some wild blueberries, man. They're my weakness. You're stuck on the screens too, I'm for sure. You know, and it depends on how you. I'm stuck on the screens, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you, 99.9% of the time, I'm doing something productive. So it's really your choice. You know what I mean? It's really your choice what you choose to do. You know, with your time and your energy. And I played it, like I said, I played the ignorance is bliss. I played it. It didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. The ignorance is bliss is not fun because it's bliss until it's not. And then it screws you. Scarlett, you know what? I don't grow my own food right now. I did this summer. I grow some food, but all my food, fam, that I picked this summer was all just growing already around me. And that's what we were talking about big time last night. I do use wired internet, but for my phone, I'm on 5GE, which is essentially 4G, and I also have devices on my devices that help mitigate the effects of EMF, and I also have an EMF detector. I'm not playing. I'm not perfect. I be getting it. I'm getting it. Trust me. I'm getting it like everyone is. If you're alive and you have to live near a city, you're getting it. Through the Wi-Fi, through the 5G, through the chemtrail, it don't matter. If you're around more than 10 people in one way or another, you're getting it. The microplastics in it goes on and on, guys. But there's levels to this, man. You know, we're already exposed to so much toxins. If we don't cut out the main toxins that are affecting us at first, then we're screwed because we've got levels to this. It's like smoking 1 cig a day or smoking 6 pack or 2 packs, 3 packs. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to it. But hey, you know what? I'm going to tell you guys straight up that I know about this stuff and I still enjoy my life here, man. I still found ways to navigate through, you know what I mean? It has to be a conscious thing. It can't be let's trust the FDA anymore. We can't trust these motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean? We can't trust them. Do I know the Dunning-Kruger? I don't. No. Don't know what that is. There's nothing around you but cactus. I live in Oregon. You procrastinate, so do I. We're all human still, guys. I'm trying to be straight up about it. We're all human still. You know what I mean? We doing what we can. But when you're educated and you're conscious, a lot of things change. You know what I mean? A lot of things change when you're conscious. You're just not gonna vibe with stuff. You've got choices, like pink salt. You know what I mean? There's levels to this. You know, I understand how it all works, but guess what? I don't vibe with pink salt, man. You know what I mean? I get it. I got a choice. I can eat pink salt or I can eat some healthier salt, and that's the choices I make throughout the day. You know what I mean? And it's like when you learn the truth, everything changes, man. You're willing to stop ignoring things. I was the king of ignorance because I knew better. I knew what the Matrix was, and I went back into it, man. I went back into the Matrix, and that's why I'm pissed because I fell for it because I knew better. But everyone around me was matrixed up, and it wasn't affecting me yet. So I went back in the Matrix and played along and was eating the corn and shit all day, the cereal bowls, all this stuff, all the toxins, red 40. You know what I mean? I was consuming all your matrixed up stuff, and it got me, man. I was playing ignorance is bliss, and then it wasn't bliss no more. And then I started getting scared, because I have my nerves are hurting. I started having all these neurological issues and shit, man. And I wasn't really fat, but I was getting other issues. That's when they say your genes play a role, they do play a role. Your genes dictate the symptoms you have to the way we're killing ourselves. And my genes just so happen to be my metabolism's really fast. I didn't gain weight. It was really hard for me to gain weight. I only gained as much weight as I could by eating pizzas all day, every day. But it was killing me in other ways that that I didn't know. Like the symptoms you start learning, neuropathies connected to high insulin, blood sugar spikes. And then you start learning, well, losing your hair earlier is connected to high insulin blood sugar spikes. And losing your eyesight's connected to high insulin blood sugar spikes. And I lost my eyesight, and having skin issues like eczema and stuff is also correlated to high insulin blood sugar. And it goes on. And I start correlating all my problems, go back to this insulin. And I think, well, what have I been doing? I've been eating nothing but insulin spikes. Breads, corn, wheat, soy, corn oil, pizza, candy. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh fuck, man, here we go. I just figured out the riddle, and it was like, man, I thought this stuff was cool. I thought these guys were approving us to eat this food, and so I learned my lesson, man, and that's where I'm at today. Where I'm like, you guys, I went to hell. You don't want to go. You don't want to go. It's like I always say, it's like the first people that started getting lung cancer, having problems with their lungs, COPD, dude can't breathe, right? He just got back from the doctor. The doctor was smoking in the doctor's office with him. He was saying, yeah, bro, I smoke Camels. What do you smoke? And he's like, bro, I take the filters off. It gets you a better buzz. And you go, all right, thanks, man. And you go home and you're like, you're wheezing. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm serious. That's what I'm saying. As I was the smoker that got lung cancer, guys, and I'm trying to tell all these smokers that y'all are smoking, and they're telling us it's good, but it's not. Yep, deer meat. That's the only meat you can't beat. Wild meat. If you're gonna eat, don't you can't beat wild meat. Do I juice? Chris, I don't juice. Kisk, I don't. When I eat my juice, when I eat my juice, when I get my juice, I eat it. I do. I eat it with the fruits I eat, because why? Why do I not really vibe with juicing? I mean, if you need a juice, I don't even believe in juicing vegetables, because guess what? God made these plants just the way they needed to be. We need to consume the whole plant. If we take just certain components out of these plants, we're trying to play God. God said, just eat the plant. Eat it because I guess my internet's shutting off. God said, eat these plants the way I made them because there's fiber in them, right? And you learn that these assholes removed all the fiber from our food in labs. They took it in labs and they added a chemical called starch, and they removed the fiber from our plants. So now we're all susceptible to not getting this fiber and just splasting the fructose. People tried defending fructose. You don't want to consume just fructose. That's like drinking glasses of Honeycrisp apple juice. Drink that shit and tell me that it doesn't make you want to puke because it's pure sugar. If you still need that much sugar, I'm praying for you. That's too much. So we got to understand this is serious. Removing the fiber is one of the biggest. So I know it seems innocent and I seem kind of crazy about the juicing thing, there's substance to it. You know what I mean? Because I got a bad taste in my mouth, man, with this fiber, with these fruits and these and what these people are doing to my people's food. I'm not eating it no more. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm out of that matrix. I don't be eating none of these fake foods. So, right, like I said, right now I'm on the life preserver. I'm on the little life raft, and I'm watching everyone drowning around me, and I'm trying to pull y'all out of there. You don't trust the small appliance of the juicer. Yep, just eat the food, fam. If you really need to, make a smoothie. Just make sure that the fiber stuff's still there. Make sure that you're not. Right when I said that, Mama Bear, you're so dope, Mama Bear. You got it on lock. Deer eat corn and many pesticides. Uh, okay, if I guess if you're getting deer that live next to cornfields, but corn and pesticides not going to be found in nature. Rachel, you juice daily. That's what's up. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're removing anything from these amazing plants, you're missing out. If you just put, unless you've got a juice, like if you're juicing ginger or something like that, there's little levels to it. But essentially, I don't recommend removing fiber from fruits or vegetables. That's just the way I look at it. They believe the pig is dirty. Oh, the pig is dirty. The pig is dirty. Bison and lamb, wild animals. If you need to eat these animals so bad, you know what I mean? Eat them wild. But me, I just don't lately. But if I'm going to eat it, it's not going to be this Matrix lab meat. We got to understand that this isn't new. They're just growing it. The part that they're doing, the part that's new is that they're growing it in the lab. You don't think they've already taken cells out of these animals and taken it in the labs? We got another thing coming. We got another thing coming. Hey Rachel, I'm gonna tell you right now. You can say juicing has kept you healthy, but that's like saying a smoker got to live to be 90 years old. And I don't mean that in the wrong way. Rachel, you're one of my favorites. But I just want to tell you that you fast a lot, Rachel. So you're letting your body do a lot of healing, right? So, and I'm not telling you that you're harming yourself by juicing, but if we got to understand these other people, man. A lot of these people have been blasting their insulin through the roof. So then somebody tells them to go juicing, Rachel, and they go to Walmart and they get Honeycrisp apples and they start juicing these apples and they removing the teeny bit of fiber that these plants got. Now you're just drinking pure juice. So I'm not saying juicing's all bad, but I'm also saying there's levels to it. So if we're just stripping out everything from these plants and we're only consuming the sweet part of them, then we're taking the essence of the plant away. It's kind of like drinking distilled water. You can drink distilled water, sure, it's still water, right? But you're burning it, you're killing it, you're shocking it, and you're removing all the goodness out of the water. And now you just got flat dead water. And now you're actually consuming one of the worst waters that you can consume. So I just want to be there's details the devil's in the details. The devil's in the details. We want to know the details. We want to at least know them, and then use your own discernment to make an informed decision off of informative. You know what I'm saying? A fully informed decision, not a partially informed, not just kind of what you were told or what you kind of believe with a couple details. I like to have all the facts out on the table, and then you make a decision from that, you know? They drop pest control from the plains. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. That might be this way or that way with the pest control. When you're worried about the deer getting poisoned. You know how many people are out there getting deer, man? Not very many. Guess what? That doesn't make them. They don't. They're going after numbers. That's why they're spraying this over the farms. They're spraying this over the towns. They're not going out into the wilderness and trying to get all these wild animals. They're so spread out and stuff. We got to understand there's levels to this, man. Because when you come in here and you're down and you're trying, you know what I mean. I'm not saying you're wrong or nothing. But what I'm saying is we need to keep our focus on what's important. Your odds of consuming a wild animal compared to these lab rats, these lab cows, there's an astronomical difference. There's an astronomical difference. Dr. Sebi already proved that eating these animals that man made is acidic in the body. It causes our diseases. I'm not playing. He wasn't playing with us. He was telling you the truth. I got the nature playing in the background. I'm going to tell you right now, the only time nature is flawed is when man is involved. All these animals that we domesticate, those are the sick ones. The animals out in the wild, why? You remember when those six, what was it? 10,000, what, 1,000 cows? What was it? All those cows, you'll never forget seeing it when they're driving along, all them cows, them farm cows, and they're all dead on the side of the road. Remember? Guess what? You think that was nature cows? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't happen in nature, man. That's man's involvement. That's man. Man did that, man. You don't just see a herd of elk dropping dead from being out in the wild. Nope. Never. Never. The only time these animals are tripping is because our dumbasses. And look at the animals doing the circles. Look at them doing the circles. You don't think that has something to do with what, you know what I'm saying? What we're doing or what's about to happen? Christian probably knows the truth about the cows. They probably did do that and that. You know what I mean? The electromagnetic. I'm sure it was, man. You know? But then again, you know, that can happen to even animals in the wild. So even if you did see a herd of elk, in the wild and they dropped dead, guess what? Guess who had something to do with that? I'll promise you that it was fucking man. I'll promise you in one way, shape, or form that it was man. I just seen one comment. MVG. You can get CMOS, guys. I want to clarify. They're trying to ban it, man. They're in the process. When I say banning, that's because they've already written the actions on it. And just like Lucifer vaccine, just like lab meat, that was approved by the FDA. Once it's approved by these motherfuckers, it's over. They haven't officially done it yet, but they're trying really hard, man. They're trying really hard. Hello, MP. You're welcome. Appreciate it. Which flag is that, fam? I don't know which flag that's from. I got lots of you guys from all over the place. It's dope. The cows died from the solar flares and geomagnetic activity. No big deal, right, Christian? No big deal. All these cows dropping dead, no biggie. It must have been just a fluke. No big deal. That 100, you know, gosh. But MVG, Dr. Truth just got the CMOS. They were having a hard time getting it. They get it certified from St. Lucia. Dr. Truth is the ones that I trust with CMOS. And if you want to check out, they've got the Bathana oil on their site. They've got soursop oil. And if you want, they're in my bio. If you want to, because a lot of people go follow Dr. Truth on TikTok, guys. Dr. Truth Official, and or any of the Dr. Truths, and they're the truth. They're the truth, and I put their link on my bio. That's the only link I'd ever put on my bio, dude, is Dr. Truth. There ain't no one else that I would put on that I trust, because my word is very important to me. If I'm going to tell somebody something, it's going to be with my deepest discernment and my deepest, understanding, because I'm here to help. I'm not here like the FDA to make it worse for people. You know what I'm saying? We've got enough of that. That's what all these other influencers are doing on TikTok. They're distracting you. They're making things worse because you're laughing. It's cool and shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on them. But if you understand it, that you're being distracted and that they're putting these influencers that are all they're in the surgeries, they're getting the booty implants, they're getting the dudes that are roided up. These guys are fucking creating false images and trying to make you conform and try to be them when you're not going to be them until you go to the lab meet, until you go to the laboratory. That's the only time you can be these people. And they want everyone to be like them. They want the big juicy butt and all this with the implants, and they want they want the 15, the 24-inch arms with the jackness, but really you got 7 necks because you're so swollen with steroids. You know what I mean? But it's cool because you're jacked. That's what's going on here. What do you mean, Mama Bear? You're not able to comment. You want some... I want for some reason they won't let me. Someone else made it, so I wouldn't trust it. Who is in real that call FDA? Who give them so much power? We do. We do. Oh, Panama, that's what's up. We give them the power, essentially. Because guess what? Did you guys vote on this? Nope. Nope. If you guys voted on that, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have. It wouldn't be approved. They're just doing whatever they want. They gave themselves the power, and we're allowing it. We're allowing it. They're trying to ban all natural plants. Not just sea moss. You're right. You're right. They're going and going and going. They banned the amaranth plant from being red dye 40. Now it's made of gasoline. What do you know? Weren't we just talking about how everything's made of gasoline? And weren't we just talking about petroleum and plastic? Well, they banned the amaranth plant, saying it causes cancer when it proves to cure cancer. I'm going to talk about this every single time because it just doesn't seem to ring a bell. They banned this plant. They banned it in the 70s. This plant heals cancer, and they turned it into petroleum. If we don't see a problem with that, that's where it was all over for me. When you really know what red dye 40 is, at that point you know it's deeper than just some accident. It's not just them having fun. Nope. They'd rather have you sports than watching videos on how you're being poisoned, right? Or learning how to not be. That's what I was doing, bro. Joseph, I was distracted in the Matrix, and then boom, Matrix caught up to me, right? I was ignorance is bliss. Oh, this is cool. I'm being ignorant. Oh, it's so cool, right? You think you're cool when you're being ignorant, and you're trusting the FDA and all this fun stuff. Oh yeah, it's all good until you get diseases. I had 5 in a row. I had 5 all at once. Then it was like I looked around and I'm like, this ain't fun no more. This caught me. I didn't think it'd catch me so fast, but it really did. And now I got to deal with it. You know what I mean? So it woke me up. And it really and then instead of watching football, I can't watch football while I still got a disease here and I don't want to go to the doctor. I got to learn about it. So I got on my phone. I didn't read these books or whatever. I got on my phone and I started researching like crazy. Research and research and research. And then here I am, man. I learned what it was doing, and I got out of it for the most part, and now I'm trying to teach others. Natural herbs. We got to understand that natural herbs are alkaline herbs. There's a difference here. Natural doesn't mean anything no more. Just like we fell for the natural flavors. You guys ever fell for that one? I did. I did. I know y'all have. At some point, somebody has. I'll promise you. I'll promise you've consumed natural flavors if you've ate anything that wasn't natural. So unfortunately, we don't get to rely on that word anymore when it comes to our health, what we're consuming. You have to understand that the new natural, the new organic, needs to be addressed as alkaline because there's a reason. Or wild, we can call it either. You can interchange them, right? That's what we need to understand. People hate the alkaline word because it was this and that, right? We were programmed to hate all that. It's alkaline or wild. Once I say wild, people a switch flips and they think, okay, so what does that mean? What is the significance of wild? What isn't wild? If I'm eating a plant, it's wild, right? Duh, it's growing. Nope, 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 nope. You don't get to have that no more, guys. Guess what? Guess why? Because they have lab-made vegetables, lab-made fruits. So we have to learn that it means to be wild. And there's small comparisons, Rachel, like blueberries, right? The wild blueberries, guys, they're this big, and they have fiber. And then you go to Costco or Matrix of Walmart and get you a glyphosate berry. They're this big, and they don't have any fiber, guys. What happened? Well, nature selective. No, shut the front door. It's not nature doing that stuff. Guess why? Because the wild blueberries that I eat, guess what? They're still this big. Nature never needed to make them bigger. Nature made them the way they wanted them. Nature made it, man. So the idea is, there's levels to this, guys. This is just an example of a small matrix in this food, right? You guys are getting exclusive info, man. I just have to spout this stuff off. People on my lives, you guys are you're getting high quality information. And you just if you have common sense, you don't need proof. Look at the wild blueberry. It's this big. Why are there some that are this big now? Because they take them in labs and they mess with the genes, the genome of these little poor plants. And that's the small one. Then they go way further, guys, because you have your Honeycrisp apple. I freaking hate that apple. I freaking hate Honeycrisp apples. They have just as much sugar as a Snickers bar. They have no fiber, and they're made with starch. And when I say made, they are lab made. They made them with an original apple, and they took it in their laboratory with starch, and they made the Honeycrisp apple. Guess what other apple they made? The Granny Smith apple, guys. That green apple is fake. It's man-made in a lab. They're making the meat in there now. We know that they could have took our vegetables in there, our fruits in there. Where can you get wild blueberries? It's tough, fam. I get mine at Trader Joe's. That's right, Rachel. Now you know about the avocado, right? Now you know about the avocado. The avocado meat used to be this big, guys. The avocado is supposed to be the most healthy plant in the world. And it still kind of is. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to tear apart the avocado for you. Not like I will honey or ginger. I'll tear ginger all up. Or, garlic. Ginger's good, guys. Garlic, I'll expose garlic every single live I have. Because that one pisses me off. We're told that was healthy. And it's not. and we were told honey was healthy, and it's not. I actually get wild blueberries at Trader Joe's, or you can grow them, man. Still, you can still get wild blueberry plants, and if you ever see one, you better steal it, steal it and run, run. It's worth it. I'm just playing. Don't steal nobody's blueberries, but really, you can grow them right out in your front lawn, and I can even grow them in shitty ass Oregon. So, pardon my language, but this state sucks. But you can even grow them there, and blackberries, guys, wild blackberries. Do you know? Have you seen the wild blackberry matrix? Have you seen the blackberry matrix? They can still call these organic blueberries, local, farmed, blah blah blah. I don't care. They're this big now. They're like your big toe. Blackberries weren't like that in nature. Blackberries are like the tip of your thumb, kind of, give or take. You guys ever pick wild blackberries? They're not. They're not your big. They've made them so huge now. And why? Well, think about it, guys. If you're thinking about making money, if you've got a berry per bud, right? Per bud on that plant. If you've got one that's twice the size per bud, guess what? You got twice the weight. You got twice the money per bud. So why not take the genes into the lab and make these things bigger? Why not zap them with the laser like on Twilight Zone and bzzz, now they're double the size. Now you get double the money. And guess what they did with the chickens? You guys seen my picture of the chickens? How they're so much bigger. Guess what they did with the chickens? Guess what they did with the cows? Guess what they did with your nasty pigs that you can't find in the wild because they're fake, lab-made animals. They did it with animals too. It's heavy. It's heavy. They have wild blueberries at Costco. I've never seen them at my Costco. If you've seen them there and they're organic, snatch them up. Snatch them up. You're blessed. How is honey not good? Should we go down the honey rabbit hole, guys? You guys want to go with me? I'll take you down. I'll pull up facts too. People like green screens. Hold on a second. Let me pull you up a green screen if we were going to go down the honey rabbit hole. All right. This is fun. Kind of. Not really, but kind of. Hey, real quick, just because I saw that, I want to show you guys the wild blueberries. If they're not that big, guys, then they're not God's blueberries. They Twilight Zoned them. See how small they are, and most of them aren't even that big. You can see comparison. I'm not that big. I'm not a huge giant dude. I'm 6 foot, but you can see how small this berry is. You know what I mean? Like these berries, and you see the red in them. They're not all blue. They're not all blue, guys. You see what I'm saying? So here we go. Here's a perfect example. What's up, Sarah? How you doing, fam? Here's a perfect example of the Twilight Zone, guys. The gamma ray, dude. The bzzz, and then the thing starts growing. Same with tomatoes. The cherry tomatoes was your tomatoes, guys. Why are they this big? Literally, that's Twilight Zone. I think there was a real show, a real actual episode of it about that thing. Okay, let me get over to the honey. Hang tight. So this is kind of a dressed up explanation of what's going on with honey, guys. Okay? And this isn't just Dr. Sebi. If you research, you're going to learn that these bees are not they're not what God created. The North you guys understand where you're living. If you're in North America, you understand that this was all migrated in here, right? You do understand that this is not any place that had this stuff here, right? These bees, they were not here. Guess who brought them? Yours truly, your ancestors, right? Anyways, just so happens to be, if you guys want to take a screenshot of that, but this is the idea. It just so happens to be these black little bee flies in Africa. Well, where did existence start? Somewhere over there. It sure as hell wasn't North America, right? So these bees, man, there's two main facts. Regular honey is going to spike your insulin. If you're consuming, people take this, they're diabetic, they're taking this honey, it's a bio weapon. Honey. Because if you're taking this as a diabetic, it's spiking your insulin. How do we not know? When you're diabetic, you test your blood sugars, man. If you eat enough honey, it's very high glycemic. Google it. Just Google honey on the glycemic index. Google it. So this honey already spikes our blood sugars. That's a problem. Anything that spikes your blood sugars is a bad thing. Because guess what? Real fruit found in nature, it doesn't spike your blood sugars. Because why? Because it's alkalized, for one, and it's got fiber. So that tells you that if it's something that's spiking your insulin, that's not healing you. That means that's not a good thing. But it just so happens to be, if you get a hold of this black bee honey, which I still don't necessarily really agree with us needing to steal this animal's stuff. Because these trees, I don't really need this honey. It's weird. I healed myself from 5 or 6 diseases and I didn't use no honey. Weird, right? Anyways, this alkalizing black bee honey doesn't spike your insulin. And look at the pH levels. The pH is alkaline. Your fake honeybee, lab bees, laboratory altered, they have an acidic honey. Acidic, alkaline, wild honeybee, lab meat. Right? I'm going to do a really good video on honey because this isn't taught. You know what I'm saying? You guys are getting exclusive free game. I'm not playing. Just wait till the truth comes out. Wait till everybody learns that all these holistically healing things, you guys are getting exclusive content, man. I'm not playing with you. Wait till everybody learns this shit. Wait till you learn that they went after us in our holistics. It angers me. Garlic, turmeric, honey. These are bioweapons. They cause problems in your body. Well, this healed me. You were fasting and you healed just like a smoker can heal a cut as they're smoking cigarettes. I've done it myself. It's like a miracle act. I had this thing, this wound. I was harming my body, but I was still healing. Isn't that weird? Honey. That's honey. However, if you guys want a little more on honey or bees, they make a certain vibration that's very healing. So like people that are beekeepers, that's real. They're getting real good vibes off these little suckers. Even though they're little mutants, they still have little souls to them. A very low vibration, a vibratory little type of a soul. I don't know how the hell you would describe it. But anyway, these little beings, I mean, because everything has its own little life. They're a little being. They got their own little beingness to them, man. You know, it's a low grade of consciousness, but there's levels to the consciousness, right? It goes all the way down to a rock. You know what I mean? A rock doesn't have much consciousness. Plants do. Plants have consciousness. It's a lower level. Animals, bugs even have their own little consciousness. How do you think these bugs can survive in this POS world? Because they've got this little bit of instinct in them, this little consciousness. Anyways, these bees put off a vibration that heals you. It's dope. Bears can do whatever they want. That doesn't change facts. We can talk about bears eating honey. Good for them. They eat honey once a year. You don't think they can handle a little blood sugar spike? They get that stuff everywhere. They're not out eating honey. They're not Yogi the Bear out eating honey all day or whatever, whoever the hell. We got to focus on the facts. I know it's hard cutting these open for your eyes to see. I know it's tough, but don't lose sight of the fact that these assholes are feeding us this honey, telling us it's holistic, and it's acidic to the body. It's acidic to the body. Real honey is not. We have the best example, the fact that they didn't kill off the black bees in Africa to prove that this is bullshit, man. Go tell me that bears eat lab meat. Or, you know what I'm saying? Go get a slab of lab meat and put it next to a venison steak and tell me that that's the same degrees. Not even close to the same. Not even close. Yeah, the cat purring, that's a vibration. It's healing. And those little guys, they got little souls too, and they're little mutant hybrids, but they still got souls. Isn't that kind of weird? That's facts too. They're little hybrids. Those little cats never existed. Guess who made them? Guess who made your cat? Do you know that? Guess who made your dog? I guarantee you, man did. And that could have been more of a selective breeding thing. That could have literally, but I know they messing with the genes, and they can go right in the labs with these stem cells, you guys. This is not a joke. They're going into these labs with these animals. They made our animals, and then they poisoned the little things. They poison them how? Why would they poison them? Well, because these animals help your vibe, and if they're poisoned up, then they don't help your vibe, and then you're into the matrixed up veterinary clinic paying matrixed up money for their matrixed up diseases that they caused with the wheat in the animals' food. Crazy world, huh? Oh, move for a second. Here you go. Gladly. You can screenshot that if you want. That's just one of the many posts. I got more stuff on honey. Let's see. So our bees are invasive species. Okay? Right? They're invasive. Right? These ones came from Europe. 1622. Okay? Wild honey, if you're in North America, all your wild honey is not actually wild, because I'm talking about that right now. I know what you mean about hungry. And a lot of times we think we're hungry and we just want to eat. Our brain wants to eat. Right now, I'm not hungry, but my brain wants to eat. You're just going to fast till tomorrow. Good for you. That's discipline. That takes skill. Good for you. But anyway, this honey, wild, people say, oh, I get mine raw. I get mine wild. Don't matter. They're 10 steps ahead of you. They're 10 steps ahead of you, because all your North American bees are invasive species. Hold on a second. There you go, guys. There you go. Take a screenshot of that one too. These bees are a blend of several different bees, man. Whenever you do that, you're playing God. Unless nature did. Nature does it sometimes, but it already would have happened by now if nature wanted to do that. I'm telling y'all. Europe and Africa is where you can find real bees. That's the bee rabbit hole, guys. What do you think? Tell me what you think, man. This is what I. That's why I'm alive. This is for you guys. You're not hungry. You need to do a parasite cleanse. Well, I mean, you could be hungry. You know what I'm saying? But on average, like when we really think we're starving, especially if you've already had 2 meals in the day, and of all these carbs, right? And you're like, dude, I'm so hungry still. It's because you're wanting the carbs. You're wanting the more carbs. It's like having a cigarette and then, dude, I could go for a cigarette again. I've been there. Imagine being on jail food. You know what, Joseph? You're right. My buddy's in there, and I was starting to wake him up about the food, and then he went to jail, man. So now he has to be in there and see and eat this stuff that he knows is bad and toxic. That sucks. That sucks. My kids go to school, they don't eat that food. Every single day, they don't eat that food. They don't wanna. They don't wanna. They know. They say nope, so we pack their lunch. And, I've got to get it a little matrixy. We've got to play devil's advocate, so I have to get alternative chips and stuff. You know, it's, it's still not the best, but we got to play the by the rules of this matrix. I can't just put my kids. If I could myself, I'd have them straight alkaline vegan. But it's the world's not perfect. I don't get everything I want. Let's just put it that way. But I'll tell you right now that my kids are not consuming things that are harming their body, like these candy, this wheat is harming them. They're just healing really good because they're young and they're tough, but it'll wear them down fast. It'll tear them up. Like if they start smoking at a young age, what happens? What happens? You know? Yeah, the vaping thing was a big dirty matrix. Not a big honey person, but you had no idea. Yep, and it's wild because when I gave up honey, I actually didn't know about this stuff. When I gave it up because I learned what it does to your blood sugars, and I learned that all my problems that I had were directly related to blood sugars. So guess what I did? I cut out everything that was spiking my blood sugars. And I still probably do it. You do it every time you eat, but there's levels to it for sure. If you're eating a salad, or you're going to Mickey D's, or you're eating Chinese food, the blood sugar spike is astronomically different, right? So I learned that blood sugar is up there, or honey is up there for your blood sugars. Honey's up there. People are forced to eat. Well, they're more tricked to overeat. That's what it is. Humans are tricked into overeating. We're told 3 meals a day, food pyramid, drink your 8 glasses of tap water a day, right? It goes on, brush your teeth 3 times a day. Every time you eat, you got to scrub that stuff right back off. That's so weird because when I eat real food, I don't need to go brush the food off because that food's feeding my ecosystem in my mouth. I mean, I can go all day, you know? It's like, I tell people, man, what's next? We know it's infinite. The toxins and shit, the bad things out there, we know it's literally infinite. So what do we do about it? Just dodge it like a mother. Dodge it. Dodge the bullets like Neo in the Matrix, dude. Go backwards. You're backwards. You're slow motion. The bullets are fucking winging over your head. But you're Neo, man, so you slow it down. You're the observer, right? You're the controller. So you slow down them fucking bullets. The FDA banning this, approving that. Zoom, zoom. FDA again. Zoom. You hear about the FDA again. Zoom. Another bullet. And you're just like, that's all we can do, guys. You know what I'm saying? Fucking crazy. Every single live, I think I say how this is the craziest sci-fi movie I've ever seen. And then there's the homie Caleb. What's up, Caleb? This guy exposes how our Earth's flat, bro. Come on, man. It don't stop. It don't stop, guys. We're just talking toxins, bro, and we're talking Matrix. We're talking lies, fam. Right here, I was talking honey. I exposed honey on my live, and a lot of people dropped out. They learned that honey was fake, and they said, I'm out, bro. This guy, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like when they go on your page, bro. You guys follow the homie Caleb. And when they go on Caleb's page, they be banning his reels. They be banning all his content, man. And they be banning his accounts because he's saying, guys, you dumbasses, your Earth's flat, bro. These guys are not joking, man. They just approved lab meat. Why wouldn't your Earth be flat, bro? Come on now, guys. Wakey, wakey. Eggs and bakey. And then you learn eggs and bakey is killing you. Eggs and bacon's very toxic. Eggs and bacon, and there's levels of it to your eggs and bacon. You got your matrixed up Walmart bacon. Anyways, the homie Caleb, this guy inspired me. When I came across his page, you guys, he's one of the main creators that inspired me to make these reels and do them kind of the way I do them. The homie Caleb, man, this guy is dope. He's showing y'all the Earth's flat, and he's laughing while he's doing it. He's like, he's like, look, man, this is in our faces. And honestly, the stuff he goes over, it's elaborate, dude. Like that flat Earth stuff, they hoaxed it up good. But then you see things like the rat crawling on the spaceship. Come on, guys. Your thoughts on Q-tips? Oh, you know what, fam? Any of that stuff. Guess what? You guys want to know the Q-tip rabbit hole? Man, we can keep. That's right, Caleb. Or the car that asshole shot into space, right? Dude, this car's not tumbling around out there, bro. Elon Musk, you guys, if you haven't learned, he's trash, and he wants you all to be robots. He's not your hero. And guess who his brother is? Caleb, did you see the lab meet, bro? Guess what his brother's doing? These people are no good. Dude, his brother, Fortnite exposed Flat Earth last night. That's what's up, dude. Hey, there's millions of kids on that Fortnite, so hell yeah. Let them expose it. Sorry, I'm jumping from rabbit hole to rabbit hole right now. Oh, there's just so much. Anyway, Elon Musk's brother is the one that's doing lab meets, guys. That's who's doing lab meets. Elon Musk's fucking brother, man. This guy is not good. Elon wants you to be a robot. He's already told us blatantly that AI is the future. That we are going to be AI. We are going to be robots in his eyes. And then his brother just so happens to be making lab meat. Red flag to me. I'm telling you guys are getting exclusive content, man. This is free game. Rachel, the Q-tips, the only thing I don't like about the Q-tips, man, everything that's white that you put in or on your body, guess how it became white? They bleached the living hell out of it, man. So this bleach is just all around you. It's on your food plates. This bleach is in your water, and it's in your clothing, and it's chlorine and everything, and you're showering in it. And then they be bleaching your toilet paper. Then you're putting your TP directly where? In your orifices. Your very absorbent, the most absorbent places in the body are going to be the places that these bleached up weird ass things that are made of formaldehyde and bleach are entering your endocrine system. I'm telling you, guys are getting information that not a lot of people get. His name's Elon Musk. What's the significance of that? You guys see Elon Musk, real genome clone. Yes, yes, yes. Let it all out, guys. I'm telling you. Especially if Caleb's still here. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. Let it all out, guys. You know? They make lab meat. You know what I mean? So if we want to doubt clones, we want to doubt lab meat, we can't. Ignorance can't be blissing no more. Some of us are already robots, probably. You agree with what I'm talking about. I'm glad you can see it, fam. Do you think it's best to shower in spring water? How the hell are you going to do that, Rachel? If you can, hell yeah. And that's why I say, go if you're near a spring or a lake or a river, man, get your body in that. And if you can really just jump in that sucker, in the summer or whatever, to cleanse your body, if you want to do it that way, you can't beat that. You can't beat this natural water. Even if they got mercury falling in it and stuff, it's still gonna beat the stuff coming in your pipes. Elon Musk is made in a lab himself. You know what, man? I can believe that. I can very believe that. I can totally believe it. I'll believe it. I'll believe it. The old me would have probably been like, no, but now I'll believe it more than I don't. You're getting too smart. It's yeah. If you can shower in spring water, Rachel, man, what a dream. That's my New Earth 5 dreams. That's when there's a new Earth. It's to have spring water showers, man. You know what I'm saying? It's to have spring water showers in my dreams. Oh yeah, you would get so much energy. You would get so many positive, negative, positive ions. All this crap, man. It just keeps going and going. You know what I mean? It's just so good. Some things are so night and day on this earth. Like spring water versus tap. You know what I mean? Telling your kids these things all the time. Good. You're a good parent and you're trying to protect them. That's what parents do, right? We all forget that we're supposed to be protecting these children, and we know that this stuff's toxic, but they're still being exposed to it. Why? Because we're all fucking brainwashed, man. But we need to understand is we need to protect them. We need to protect our children from this stuff, man. It's keeping them from harm. That's what our job is. If your kid runs out in traffic, do you stop them? Yes. Why? Well, probably because they're going to get killed. Well, what are they doing with this food slowly? Well, I don't know. It's a lot like smoking, this food. They're killing us slowly. They're killing us slowly with this medication, the Red 40, man. It's petroleum. This stuff kills you. If you don't doubt me, if you want to doubt me, if petroleum kills you, look up people who have spent time in the garage with their car on. Look them up. Google them. What happens to these cats? They die fast. So breathing this petroleum in slowly is going to kill you slowly, but there's degrees to it. Sit by the tailpipe. You know what I'm saying? Sit there by that tailpipe and breathe that directly into your lungs. Tell me how long you want to live. That's what it is. This is it. It's no longer an opinion, this, that. No. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Open their eyes. Open the eyes while we can still agree, right? Before they turn us against each other. If you get gallons and use that to shower. Yes, Rachel. If you know what I'm saying, like if you just like if you really want to be high vibing and dodging matrices, but you want to feel fresh and clean, go get your water from a spring or even a lake and dump that crap on your body. Wash yourself up. You know, with a little diluted African soap or something, and then dump that spring water again to rinse off. You couldn't beat that. If we're really talking high vibe and, health, that you couldn't beat that. But that's kind of extreme. I say, if a lot of people, they can't be doing that. So then just filter the hell out of that water that you expose your skin to, and don't make it too hot and don't make it too long if you can. That's how I put it. But I'll tell you right now that I don't shower, and I haven't died. I haven't died from not showering. I'm the lab rat. I'll be the lab rat with it because I know I'm not sucking up tons of chemicals all day in my skin. Right, Derpy? Right, Derpy? That's right, Derpy. Cheap vitamins are petroleum based. All your pills are petroleum based. Put them in the oven and watch them bubble and turn into this like horrific. I need to make more videos. I can't wait. I spend too much time on live because I love interacting with you guys more. And I like being able to just run my mouth a little more. Doctors say the first solid food to give babies is cereal, right? In the formula. You guys, I talked about that last night. This formula is not good. It's made of whey. Whey is concentrated mucus. It's disgusting fake mutant cow serum. And that's what this formula is made of. And then what do? We get the water out of the tap. And then what do? We drop the baba in the bottle warmer and we heat up the plastic. So now we've got this bioweapon of microplastics, BPA, tap water, whey protein, and a bunch of other toxic fake ingredients. And they're fake vitamins. They're not using food vitamins in these babies' formulas. They're fake vitamins, you guys. I know baby formula in depth. And it's heavy, it's hard, it's scary, it's sad. I don't like it. I want it to change. You know what I mean? But I've got to I've got to be patient because I can't just scream at the top of my lungs in front of the store telling these parents stop buying this and giving it to your kid. It's killing them. Because people are programmed and brainwashed, and this shit's real. It's not conspiracies. I can read your comments, guys, but I can't get to them all usually, especially because a lot of the stuff I talk about, I can't just say yes or no. It's there's depth to it that needs to be explained because nobody's explaining it. They got more toxic in the tap water. When you shower, your skin's weird. Definitely, it's bleach and chlorine and all that, man. Fluoride, fake. It's fake. Fluoride is synthetic, you guys. It's not real. Synthetic makes a difference. Lab meat makes a difference. You like the beach, but you're scared of sharks. So that's like an actual syndrome from what I've heard. Don't be scared of them sharks. Get to the beach and get barefoot. perfume, Rachel. I don't vibe with it. A lot of it's alcohol based, and they use castoreum, which is this sweet smelling what? You guys see my video on castoreum? It's a sweet smelling beaver ass sacs. It smells like vanilla. They put that in the perfume. You spray it on your skin. You spray it on you, and you be breathing it. And they're alcohol based. Breathing alcohol is toxic. They're not. If you use essential oils, if you've got a plant based essential oil perfume, hell yes. But don't be using that Matrix out. Britney Spears, and squirting that all over in your eyes and your face and your mouth and you know what I'm saying? And expect that to and expect to be healthy as you're breathing it, because it's sucking into your skin and you're breathing it. 3,000 chemical toxins. I know, perfume smell good. I get it. You know what makes me smell good? I put coconut oil on my body. You know what I mean?
Mom, I'm gonna add some more parts to my binder.
I'm fun.
I'm gonna stack some cards.
No, I'm sure you did. Hey, what's up, Mallory? I'm actually just getting caught up with you guys, and I'm going to sign off, and then I'm honestly probably going to get back on a little later tonight. Brush your teeth. Coconut oil pull. I coconut oil pull, and then I'll eventually get the Mizwax sticks. When Dr. Truth gets the Mizwax, I'll get those. I'll use those to freshen my teeth a little bit. But my food cleans my teeth, Rachel. My food cleans my teeth, and the fiber in the food protects your teeth. That's another reason why I don't like juicing, because the juicing removes the fiber, and that fiber protects the ecosystem in your mouth. So, just food for thought. You're back again. What's up, Sam?
Do you guys want me to make bacon still?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot. What's my best sea moss source, guys? Sam, with the sea moss, it's Dr. Truth, man. That's just it. They get it from St. Lucia. It's verified. It's got certificates. Dr. Truth don't mess around. They won't carry a bad product. They were out of stock for a while because they couldn't get the products that they approve. So you can go on just on my bio. I put it for people asking sea moss. I just put it on my bio, and if you go through my link, it actually helps me out a little bit. I get a little bit of love back from Dr. Truth. I work directly with Dr. Truth. We're working on a toothbrush. We're working on real innovative shit, man. There isn't a good toothbrush out there. The Mizwax sticks are okay, but we're trying to make one. So it's real deal. See you next time, Missy. I appreciate you. You got $300 special perfume. Just be conscious, Rachel. I'm not saying, you guys are asking me what the bottom line is. So use your discernment. Spray a little bit, like down on your pants or something where it's not like right in your mouth. You know what I mean? So you're not going straight into your lungs with it, but you still got the aroma kind of if you're vibing on it. But I vibe higher on like essential oils and real stuff, like from the earth. And the more I get to nature, the more I vibe high with it. You know what I mean? And there's some good essential oils. There's pine. You can smell really good and still use nature. You can use one little bitty drop, but you can make your own essential oil. You can add it to coconut. You only need a teeny tiny bit, and that stuff goes a long way, and it's good for you. So I always look at it that way. I'm going for the alternative, because there are alternatives that are hidden from us. You're getting ready to shower and stuff. Slept till 4. Yeah, it was a late night, man, and here I am again, Mallory. So I'm starting to kind of feel it. It takes some energy to do this for myself. Yeah. See, thank you. I am enjoying this. This is how I enjoy my day off. You know what I'm saying? But I should. Yeah. I go so hardcore. It's like I can't get enough. What's up, Wendy? Nice to see you, fam. Yeah, I'm glad I got to see ya. Right on, guys. You guys get it when the perfume it keeps going and going, right? From trees, pine oil. Yep, good job. Yep. Like I said, the essential, the essential oils are hard to beat, man. So, food for thought. And I know there's good stuff out there if you just, Google it, essentially, and just look for vegan essential oil perfumes, man, and see how you vibe with using that instead. I know you got the $300, so that's tough. Just do what you can. But anyway, I'm going to sign off for now, you guys. Again, mad love. Have a good day. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you later.